Hey guys, so I am going to be showing you how I make my real simple, easy vegan cheesecake, frozen vegan cheesecake, and just using some coconut cream milk. Shake it up. This brand of vegan cream cheese, the reason why I say specifically this brand is because it has kind of a sour, zingy flavor to it and taste, so it kind of makes it a little bit more pizzazz and more original cheese flavored. And then any kind of maple or agave, if you want to use honey, you're more than welcome to. Vanilla. So I will be showing you guys the measurements and all that stuff. So we're going to be using this whole entire container of cream cheese. So shake, shake, shake. So after you've made a mess and all of your ingredients are in here, you're going to want to just whip it around for a while. So alright guys, I say that I probably blended it for, I don't know, a couple minutes. I want it to have somewhat of a thick consistency. There. This is going to be a frozen cheesecake. Tried to do it with just putting it in the refrigerator, but it just wasn't firming up as much as I wanted it to. So I put it, oh my god, that tastes so friggin' good. Put it in the freezer. I put it in the refrigerator, so the first time I made this, I didn't have a recipe, and the only reason I have a recipe this time is because I kind of remember what I did last time. So I put it in the refrigerator for several hours, and it just never, it was, you could touch it and it was mildly firm, but then once you got a knife in there, it just wasn't good enough. So I eventually put it in the freezer, but right before I did that, I layered it with strawberries, and then I put some Cool Whip on top and some chocolate shavings. So, or the vegan Ready Whip or something like that. So, I don't know if it's going to change it because I'm going to immediately put it in the freezer this time, whereas last time I had it in the refrigerator first. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, this is a delicious vegan cheesecake. I had people try this who are not vegan and who are diehard cheesecake lovers, and I was a previous cheesecake lover. Have had lots of makeshift cheesecakes, and this is definitely one of the absolute best. I'm not just saying that because I made it. It actually is really stinking amazing. So I actually found that I have two containers kind of lightly used on one, and the other one's pretty found. They are frozen, so I'm going to cook them down and see if I can make kind of like a blueberry sauce to put on top of the cheesecake. So for my blueberry sauce, I'm completely winging it. My blueberries to a pan. I like to do like a sugar xylitol mix. So I'm going to do sugar and xylitol mixed in with maybe some water. I've made a lot of jellies and jams and kind of have had the same results with them. This is the sugar and xylitol that I'll be using. I want a cup of sugar. I'll do like a half cup and a half cup. It's a raw cane sugar. It's organic and non-GMO. So yes, it's still a sugar, but it is I guess the best that you could get. And then the xylitol I use is just the Xylo Sweet brand. It's non-GMO, and I like the texture and the consistency of it. It's a really good granulating type sweetener, so it really helps when you're trying to get that texture going on. It melts well. And it doesn't have that weird aftertaste like stevia does, and that's kind of something that I really despise. I don't really like stevia-based sweeteners because they have a strange aftertaste I'm just not a fan of. So I use the xylitol as often as possible. I always keep this small 4-ounce cup in my sugar and xylitol. 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce of sugar. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to do the same with the xylitol. Okay, so there's, again, now the xylitol. So I just did 1 for 1 on that. Add some water to this, see how it tastes, and then if I need to add some lemon juice or more sugar, I definitely will. smaller pan, but have it on medium right there. I'm just gonna let this simmer, boil, something like that. I'm just waiting for that thick consistency. Alright, so it's been a bit and it just looks absolutely amazing. Let's get into this right here. Cooking this down for a while. Super excited about it. Alright, so it did turn out really nice, guys. I did not end up adding any lemon to it. You see how it's like kind of ooey gooey? So it kind of has a jelly texture to it. Gonna let this cool as my cheesecake is freezing. Oh my god, guys, so I just took all of the blueberry stuff. It was mixed it in with my cheese, scooped it out with the knife, and then just mixed it around. And as you can see, it's just kind of mixed in there. And it tastes like, it literally tastes like real cheesecake. It is so delicious. I can't wait for this to be done. Alright, so it's been a couple hours and fallen in absolute love with this delicious blueberry cheesecake. Incredible, delicious, super easy to make, and I hope you guys enjoy this recipe that I shared with you.